All right, the jury is no longer present. Please be seated. Will you inform us in the morning of exhibits you anticipate that you might need during the rest of your cross-examination prior to us starting? Because there are a lot of photographs to try to sift through to get the ones that you may need. You have a habit of, when a witness answers a question, to add something on the end of their answer. For example, during this witness, you said, I wasn't aware of that. Another time you said, I don't know much about guns. On previous witnesses, you've said, that's what I recall, or I'm not really sure. When you say those types of things, it's a form of testimony, okay? So I'm going to caution you to try to refrain from doing that. After the answer, just move on to your next question, okay?
Sure.
All right. Anything else from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. I received information that a couple different detectives have been subpoenaed and asked to appear tomorrow. There was no phone number for them to call in to say they received their subpoena, and they were asked, and I would advise them that they need to come here, but I am happy to pass that along, or I wasn't sure if they need to come here tomorrow or not, but I've been asked to.
All right, so I'm clear. The defense subpoenaed a few detectives. The information in the subpoena says they need to appear tomorrow?
Correct, along with one civilian who also reached out to us, Joe Pongratz.
Okay, but was there...
Detective Moffitt and Joe Pongratz are who I'm aware of, who were given a subpoena with no number to call and confirm. It just says to come here tomorrow.
It was my understanding that the subpoenas were to say to call to check in beginning on the date tomorrow, because we didn't know where we would be at this point in trial.
Who do you want them to call to see when they actually need to be here? Because obviously the state's not going to finish their case this week, I don't think.
Correct.
I can give the defense their numbers. I don't know how. I just wanted. I mean, obviously, if she wants them to come here, and I will tell them that. I just was passing that along as that is obviously.
So it sounds like the subpoena may have been missing some information of who they should check in with to make sure they report on the correct date and time. So who do you want them to call? Those witnesses? Your investigator?
Yes.
And okay, so we don't need to put it on the record, but the state will pass the investigator's number along, name and number along to those witnesses, and they'll call your investigator. But you're saying they don't need to report tomorrow, correct?
Correct. I didn't get to see those subpoenas. They went straight from my paralegal to OPDS, so I'm not quite sure what they said.
Okay, so I'll direct the state to provide that information, contact information, and that those witnesses just need to stay in contact with the investigator.
Perfect.
All right, anything else for before tomorrow?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
From the defense?
Nope.
All right, we'll be at recess. Thank you. You can step down.